Well, hello there, and this is Auntie. And I am here to do my review on 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After, Season 4, Episode 12, A Change of Heart. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, welcome to the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who've been here with your auntie for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate tonight's episode, I would rate it a B. There were a lot of things that I wanted to see that I didn't see, and I guess I'll be able to see that in the tell-all. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into um, this review as soon as I can get myself together. Sometimes I look at this show and I wonder, what did I just watch? The first couple I want to talk about is Andre and Elizabeth. Like, what can I say? Andre and Elizabeth are bringing their baby home from the hospital because of ordering and Andre goofing up, according to Elizabeth. They have to bring the baby home in a hospital car seat. She talks about how the hospital car seat is um, raggedy, some trash, some serious garbage. And I'm thinking to myself, girl, are you serious? There is not one hospital in America that is going to give you a car seat for your baby that's unsafe, that doesn't follow code. Like, if you did know how to use it, just because it doesn't have the little thing over the top of it, doesn't mean that the car seat is not a good car seat. First of all, how dare you sit there and make those kind of comments when you don't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of? You and your husband are so lame, young, for real. And you sit there and you criticize a hospital that has provided something for you to be able to take your baby home in. If you wasn't such a butthole, you and your husband, then maybe you would have had a family member that would have, took the time to buy you a car seat. It's a wonder you didn't get it at the baby shower. But instead of you being grateful and just being happy that you are allowed to go home after a 2-day stay in the hospital and and birthing a healthy, wonderful, blessed child, you complaining about the mofo car seat. So Andre is driving her home and everything, and she's telling him that he needs to slow down. She was about to chastise him, and she changed her mind. And she changed her wording to say, Andre, it's not just the two of us. And so, she's like, he's hard of hearing. He doesn't want to listen to anything. And, I'm hoping that because, we have this new life, this new baby, that he's going to change. A baby ain't never changed anybody. And especially a self-centered, chauvinistic clown like your husband. Andre's a clown. So they're at the apartment. Baby's home. The daddy is all excited and everything because, he gets to spend time, with the grandbaby, and her father decides that he's going to come over to the house. And so the dad comes over to the house, and this is his first time being in the apartment that he put the down payment on. So, Elizabeth is excited. Andre is not. He basically doesn't like her father. He don't like the ground he walk on or the dollar bills that come out his wallet to sustain his lifestyle. Okay? So, the dad comes in and everything, and he definitely, I must admit, had his ass up on his back. Because, he was like, this is the first time that I've ever been here. So, he walks through the door and everything, and he, sits down and he sees the baby, and he sees Lizzie, and all that kind of stuff. And the first comment that really comes out of his mouth is that, I finally get to stay in the apartment that I put a down payment on. So, the father is sitting there throwing shade, and he really shouldn't be throwing the shade that he's throwing. But, nevertheless, he's throwing shade. And so, Andre, doesn't appreciate the shade. And Elizabeth says, Dad, you want to hold the baby? So he's holding the baby and everything. And, Andre talks about, the dad asks Elizabeth, does Andre change the diapers? And he was like, no, that's a woman thing. She's a woman. She's at home. I'm not changing diapers. I'm the man. I'm Tarzan. I'm beating on my chest. See me roar. This man he has, gender roles and all that kind of stuff. And that's all well fine and good when you somewhere else, boo. But we are not living in the 1960s and the 1950s where there was gender roles. Women are bringing home the bacon. They are frying it. They're doing everything with it, okay? I mean, basically, they're butchers. They're the ones that's cutting it from the pig. Do you understand what I'm saying? There are no gender roles like that anymore where it's a woman's job to change the baby's diaper. And Elizabeth is going for the okie doke, which is what I don't understand. I'm like, what? So anyway, she's like, well, he's not going to change diapers, and, so let me go into the room. And so, she gets up and she tells the dad that, basically he could come anytime he wants to. It's her home, and so he's welcome anytime. And Andre said, as long as we got good relations. But Lizzie was like, no, anytime you want to, Dad, you're welcome up into this home that you paid a deposit for. So she goes into the other room, allegedly, to go and change the baby's diaper. And in the meantime, now, Andre is faced with the dad. The dad said, whoa, you got the responsibility again. Here we go. You got these, this baby, and you got a wife, and now it's time for you to step your game up. What's your plan? And so Andre resents the fact that, Dad said something to him about it. And he's like, I got a plan. I'm working a couple of jobs. I got some gigs. My little advertisement is out there on Craigslist. And I'm doing what I got to do. And so the dad was like, oh, okay, so you got some prospects. You got, some prospective jobs and everything. Tell me about them. What's up with them? And so, he's like, did somebody say 2 + 0 = 0? Okay, yeah. This motherfucker crazy. I mean, so, Elizabeth's dad is trying to push him to find out, exactly what it is that he says that he's going to be doing. And he won't tell him. He told him basically it's none of your business. You pay Lizzie for her maternity leave and you mind your business. I'll go out there and I'll work. I'm the man in this household. I run everything, so Papa Son, mind your business. And Papa Son was like, look, I'll mind my business, but I want her to come to you 100% of the time. Not 55% of the time, not 45% of the time. I need her to come to you 100% of the time. Because when you are lacking in your household, then she's coming to me. And I don't want her coming to me and asking me to take care of her. And so Andre's like, whatever. When we run out of money, she's coming to you. So at this point, they're at a stalemate. Neither one of them are giving. Andre is, he's so prideful. The next thing we see is Andre's dad coming in. Lizzie's father said something about the baby. He said that the baby unfortunately looked like Andre. He said he think it was because of the hair. I don't understand why she keeps taking that little thing off the baby and she's making such a big deal about hair. Like, I mean, write that down in the comment section at the end of the video. But I don't understand what the big deal is that the baby got hair on their head. I mean, what? So maybe it's something cultural. I don't know what it is. But I mean, like my baby had a head full of hair, and that wasn't, like it wasn't the highlight. The highlight that she was alive and she was a cute little girl and all of that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I guess maybe the expectation is that I don't know. Y'all write that down in the comment section because I don't understand. I mean, every time you turn around, even when she was in the hospital, she kept saying she got a head full of hair. She got all this hair. See the hair, see the hair. The dad says that the baby looks like Andre because of the hair. So I'm just asking the question, damn it. Somebody answer it for me because I don't understand what that all of that means. I mean, I'm in the blind about it. So anyway, the dad leaves because he doesn't want to, deal with it, and Andre doesn't want him there. He's basically like, Papa Son, you can go ahead on the roll up out of here. And so the next thing we see is Andre having an intimate conversation basically with his dad because this is the last day that his dad's going to be in America. He asks his dad, how did he like America? What was the impression? And the dad said, I loved it here. The dad was welcome. He had fireworks and a barbecue. I mean, what more could he ask? And so, he was talking about, being here for the grandbaby. And when Andre is dealing with his dad, he's ecstatic, he's happy, he's all that. But when he's dealing with Elizabeth's family, he got to hang up. So, he before the dad leaves, he tells Elizabeth, we need to go to Moldova because we need to have the traditional wedding. And she's like, okay, well, I think that he's entitled to that. He's been here in America. He's been away from his family, and, really he should be with his family. And she's like, well, how do we have the money for it? No, Elizabeth, it's not a question. It's a statement. We don't have the money for this. We don't have the money. So she's like, well, do we have the money for this? Andre is like, it's about $15,000 to have a good wedding over in Moldova. And I'm just like, oh my God. And so she's going back and forth with this, unrealistic mofo who doesn't have a job, who's drinking beer and telling her, go feed the baby and all of that kind of stuff. I ain't gonna change no Pampers. I'm the man up in here. And he's like, we're gonna have a wedding in Moldova, and it's just that. And when he says something, he's very aggressive about it. I mean, he's like, I said it, that settles it, don't say nothing, women be gone. You just don't have an opinion. And I don't know why Elizabeth is dealing with this. And I really see this marriage not lasting any more than about, excuse me, I needed to get that out. I don't see this marriage lasting on any more than about between 3 to 5 years. Because after a while, she is going to get a sense of independence. Her dad gonna cut her off because the dad said, look, I'm ready to cut Elizabeth off. Like, I am ready to cut her off. I want her to rely on you. He said he tried to give Andre a job, and when Andre turned him down, he was like, that's it. I want he gonna either sink or swim. And I really do believe that Andre has gotten accustomed to living off not just Elizabeth's dad, but the rest of the family. And he wants to have this wedding in Moldova that costs $15,000, and it's like, okay, like, really, where is this money coming from? And so, the dad, we see the dad leave out. Andre takes him to the airport. It's very emotional and all of that. He's like, Dad, call me when you get on the other side. Meet you at the crossroads. And I'm just done with this couple. The next person that I want to talk about is Pedro and Chantel. We see Chantel. They're riding back in the van. Chantel got what she wanted. Pedro is coming back to America with her. She's riding in the van, and they're having a light conversation. She's like, Pedro and I are getting closer than we ever been. And Pedro, he's like, I'm going back to America because that's the only way that I can prove to Chantel that I really love her. And so, Chantel is, riding in the thing, and she says, well, Pedro, I'm not going to go up. I don't think it's a good idea for me to go up and say goodbye to your sister and to your mother. And so Pedro was like, by her not going up and saying bye to me, to my mother, my sister, it tells me that she don't care anything about me. She don't care anything about the relationship or anything. And I I got mixed feelings. He feels like she doesn't have any manners. I have to agree with him. But it's such a tangled weed because both of them have their share of responsibility in this relationship, in the demise of it or the success of it. They both have they're both equally to blame. Thank you so much, Alice, for the 99-cent super chat. They're both equally to blame for this. And so Pedro goes upstairs, Nicole and, Miss Lydia, they sitting up there waiting for him. And they was like, hey, Pedro, how you feeling about everything? And Pedro's dooming and glooming. He's around his mother and his sister with the puppy dog eyes. And, he's like, Chantel ain't want to come up here. She basically don't want to be bothered with y'all asses. And so, Nicole and the mother are feeling some kind of way. They feel like, the girl came over here and started problems, and she's the reason why, Pedro's unhappy. And I really do have to agree with it. Chantel came over there. This man came home to have, time away from her family, from all the crazy family Chantel, from, Mr. Taser man and everything else. And Chantel comes over there and just basically, sexes him and makes him come back home and try to prove, his love to her. And I'm really feeling some kind of way about it because I'm like, look, you're not going to see them for a long time. The least that you could have did, Chantel, was go up in there and say bye. Even if you allowed Pedro the time to spend with his mother and his sister, the least you could have did as his wife is go up there and say, you know what, adios, amigos, see y'all bitches later on. The hate that she has in her heart is not really Lydia and the mother. It's what she doesn't know about Pedro. It's what her little friend Obed told her. That thing is playing over and over again in her head. Chantel knows without a shadow of a doubt that there is some truth to what Obed did. And not only that, I believe that Chantel really believes that Pedro don't love her, that he did come to America for a green card, that if there is a scam, that he is part of the damn scam. And that's why she did not go up there and talk to the family. Thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. You wrote some words. Let me read your words, baby. Hold on. Let me read your words. Pedro and Chantel are exhausting to watch. It's been the same storyline since Jump. That's right, Becca Boo. Hey, Becca Boo. I like that picture. Thank you, Boo. So, so Pedro is up there. His mother, you can see that his mother is really hurt and broken by it. And, no mother wants to see their child go through that. And she's like, okay, Pedro, you could have stayed. You should have stayed. Woo. So Pedro leaves. He goes back downstairs, and now he's feeling some kind of way. Chantel's like, good riddance. We getting on the plane. They get back to the United States, and stuff ain't got no better. How the hell did you think it was going to get any better? She says every day when she comes home, Pedro is basically sitting in front of his game, and he's playing, he's gaming with people. And so, she's like, I really need to talk to him because I'm really starting to feel some kind of way. Now I feel like, maybe the things that Obed said were true because Pedro has not been treating me as if he loves me. And so, she says, Pedro, she comes in, she has her little school books and everything, and she's like, Pedro, can we talk? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lillian Lopez, for the $2 super chat. So, she's like, Pedro, we really need to talk. But one thing that Pedro did do, he got up from the computer table and he came over and talked to her. And she was like, Pedro, we need to talk about it. Do you love me? Did you marry me, Pedro, because you love me? Or did you marry me because you wanted the green card? And he was like, you stupid. What are you talking about? Chantel, I'm sick of going through the same thing with you over and over. He was like, girl, you crazy, you foul. And she was like, well, no, I'm starting to think about this stuff. He said, well, why didn't you go upstairs and talk to my mother then? Why couldn't you just say bye? I thought it was disrespectful and I thought you didn't have any manners. And Chantel was like, I didn't go up there because I was thinking about the stuff that Obed said and I didn't know, if I was going to go up there and say something about it. No, you knew your ass wasn't going to say anything about it because they'd have jumped your ass up in that apartment, okay? And so basically, Pedro is like, Chantel, this is ridiculous. You asking the same thing over and over. If you think that I did not marry you because I love you, go get another man. If you're not happy, I said, what? He was like, yeah, go get you. I told her to go get her another man. If she not happy with me, leave me alone. But you know what? This whole thing started off with like, if we go all the way back to the very beginning of Pedro and Chantel's love affair or whatever it was, Chantel is the one that started off with the deceit, point blank into the period. When Chantel brought Pedro over here, she lied and told her family that Pedro was here because he was a student. She did not tell her family the truth. And when you got a relationship that's based on lies, that the very foundation of the relationship is a lie, you are going to continue to have problems in that relationship until you sit down and talk about it and you really put all the cards out on the table. If anybody had any deceit in this relationship, it was Chantel. Now, the hell with whatever the mother and the sister did over in the DR. As far as it relates to Chantel and her family, she started off, and instead of them making Chantel responsible for the lie that Chantel told, they put all this mess on Pedro. Now, Pedro was saying, I don't have nothing to do with this, but his sister slipped up. Now, if you all looked at the episode and you really listened to what Nicole said once my brother gets his green card, he can divorce Chantel. He didn't have to stay married to her. The way that Pedro was hugging onto his mother and the way that his mother was looking, and that particular comment that came out of his sister's mouth, it led me to believe that everything that Obed said was true. Obed was on to something. They repeated what Obed said. They said that the game was for him to marry you, get the green card, harvest those American dollars, and then divorce her. And that's what Nicole said out of her mouth in that kitchen. In that kitchen. She said it. And Pedro was looking a little slow. I really do believe. Thank you so much. Who is that? Thank you. Thank you so much, Peaches, for the $1 super chat. Thank you, boo. Now, I don't know if y'all need to hit rewind. I don't know what y'all need to do, but Nicole came out her trick bag and said it. Pedro, at the end of the argument, told Chantel, when I get my full green card in 10 years and you ain't straightened up, I'm divorcing your ass. Do it now, mofo. You don't have to wait till you get the green card to divorce me. If you don't want to be with me, let's do it now, okay? But Pedro got a damn plan. Ever since Pedro has been there, he has been sending money back to his family. He has been, doing things that just been like a little suspicious. He talked about a business that he and his mother and his sister was running, but yet he couldn't tell what the business was about and who the business was for and all that kind of bull crap. Pedro run a major game, all right? Thank you so much, Tina Marie, for the $1.99 super chat. Pedro loves Chantel, but he's staying for the card. I don't think that Pedro, at this point, I don't believe that Pedro loves Chantel. I don't. I think that he's infatuated with her. I think that he likes her sexy body. I think that he likes the sex. But love? No. I don't think that, no. Because a man that loves his woman protects his woman. Period. From his mama, his sister, any friend or foe. He's going to protect his woman, and we have not seen Pedro do that yet. As a matter of fact, when Pedro is around his family, he sits there and talks about Chantel like a mofo dog. I don't see love in that. And the mother said, Pedro is hurting. He shouldn't have to hurt to love Chantel. Well, guess what? It's vice versa. Both of them, like I said, got their drama with them. And when Chantel went off, when Pedro made that threat, Chantel went off and told him, don't you ever talk to me like that again. The red flags are ding, 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 ding. They're going off everywhere. Chantel now has to really look at the truth of the matter and say, you know what, my husband wants the green card more than he wants to love me, more than he wants to reconcile with my family, more than I want to reconcile with his family. And he doesn't care. That's why he didn't hold his mother and his sister responsible. He never checks them but one time. He doesn't even check them. He says, I came back to America to make you happy. I could have been with my friends and my family at Carnival. I could have been doing all the things that I wanted to do, but I came back. And now that I came back, I'm going to punish you because you cut my trip off, or I cut my trip off for you. So now I'm going to make sure that I make you miserable as hell. Chantel was wrong to drag that man back over here like that. But you know what? You reap what you sow, because she's getting exactly what she deserves. She should allow that man to stay over there, let him do what he needed to do, let all the chips fall where they may. Find out where this mofo, find out what this mofo really was about through Obed. Did a couple of, hired a couple of private detectives and really found out what the hell Pedro's trying to do. Her mother and them have told her this over and over and over again, but she does not want to believe that Pedro does not love her. Pedro doesn't love her, and neither does the family. And it's vice versa. Her family don't love him. But at the end of the day, we'll see what happens on the tell-all, which is scheduled to come on next week. The next person I want to talk about is that dumb-ass Nicole. Nicole is sitting there in her living room, okay, looking every bit like Vala Beauregard on Willy Wonka and the damn chocolate factory, with her purple hair and her purple outfit and her purple laptop and her purple this and her purple that. And Baby May is, running around like per usual. And so she's sitting in, she's like, I got to go here, I'm getting ready to go to Morocco because this time Azan and I, we're going to get married. Okay? Because she didn't ask them 50 times. So she's like, I saved some money, from my canceled trip to Grenada. And so I'm going to go and look for some flights. Baby May, you want to look for some flights? Yes, I want to look for flights. Oh, look for flights. I want to fly, Dada. So she sits on the laptop and everything, She's speed dialing and speed trying to find flights and everything. She's doing Expedia, Orbitz, and Travelocity and all the rest of them, Groupon, and she's just trying to find her the cheapest and the quickest flight to Morocco so that she can go ahead on to get her some, some awesome. So, she finds a flight and everything. She tell Baby May, we found a flight. Baby May was like, I gotta go to ticket. I got to go to ticket. Baby May like, yeah. Baby May runs up out the room. She said, let me call Daddy. Hi. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Fine. May, you want to say hi to Daddy? Hi, Daddy, ticket. Oh, it's what? I got a ticket. I'll be coming to Morocco. Oh, you got a ticket? Really? Oh, I'm so happy. Seriously, honestly, I'm happy. The house has been so empty without you and Baby May, and I'm just delighted that you have one. You want to get married? He was like, yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah. Oh, you got a ticket? God, how the hell am I get out of this? So she hangs up with Azam because, she knows she can't talk to him but 2 seconds. So, Baby May went and got Grandma. So, Grandma comes in there because she ran and told Grandma she got a ticket to Morocco. So Grandma, like, Robalese, like, let me sit down and talk to this little dummy for a little bit, okay? So she sits down with Nicole and she starts asking Nicole, okay, so you took all your life savings, all right? Everything your ass got, you took and put this in this ticket to go to Morocco. Nicole, seriously, on a for real tip, how do you plan on financing your lifestyle? We gonna be okay. 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 We gonna We gonna be all right. Hold on. Thank you, Colleen Kenny Dane, for the $5 cash app. Hello, Auntie Love from Australia. Mwah, mwah. I love my Australian viewers. Hi, sweetie. Thank you so much, Colleen. We gonna be okay. No, Nicole, seriously. How you going to finance everything? How baby May gonna go to school? Where you gonna live at? You know, what you gonna do? We gonna be okay. Mom, everything is okay. So the mother's like, well, you can use the beauty salon, Nicole, to, finance your life. Starting up a business and everything, Nicole, is challenging and everything, but you all can do it. It can finance your life. Well, Mom. What? Probably was like, what? There is no salon. So what happened to the $6,000? So you've been lying, bitch. You've been lying all this time. Nicole was like, well, not all this time, but most of the time. She was like, Nicole, you mean to tell me that this mofo, I sat up in this mofo face, I asked both of y'all bitches whether or not you all had pictures of the salon. You sat there on the wall and lied and said that you had pictures, but you didn't want to show the pictures. Azan sat there and lied on the wall and said that the pictures was deleted. Now you sit up in here and telling me Joe that Joe was right? That your stepdaddy was right, that you dumb as hell, and you really don't have a damn store, and that Mr. Morocco that had texted him was all right about this, and your ass was lying the whole time. Well, Mom, So the producers was like, Nicole, come on, damn, why would you lie about something like that? You straight up lied to Rosalie, and she was like, yeah. And they was like, okay, so why would you lie? She was like, well, I guess it's because it was so much pressure from the families for us to get married, and I just wanted to get her off my back. Nicole. So Rosalie was like, where he working? She was like, he fish. He like a fisherman or something. And so she was like, a fisherman where? He fishing where? What? Is he on the Titanic? Where is this bitch fishing at? She was like, I don't know, a boat, a ship, or something. I don't know. I ain't ask him. It's just a job. And Ro believed word because Azan lied. But what about your daughter? Something's wrong with your daughter. And so the next thing we see on the screen is that 2 weeks later, Nicole's flight was canceled. The bitch never made it to Grenada or to Morocco. Because Azan came up with a master plan to get her to come over there. This man has been stringing this girl on, y'all, how long now? 3-4 years? That Azan been playing this girl for her money? 3-4 years. She has allowed this mofo to take advantage of her. Say it. Say it. Like, it's sad. And I don't know when TLC is going to stop using her for clicks and views. Because at this point, it's just pathetic to see this girl. Last week, Nicole's sister got married. Nicole out there on Instagram, you know what I'm saying, celebrating her sister's wedding. We see a couple of snapshots of her and the sister. Because remember, at first Nicole was living with the sister, now she's living with Rosalie. So now we know why she was living with Rosalie. This bitch has the nerve, y'all. I don't know if it was the same day, a couple of days later, or what it was. I saw something on this. Love you too, boo. Love you from London. Oh, yes, all the way from London. I love you. Hey, S.H. Shirley. Thank you so much for the $5. Thank you, boo. Hi, London. I love y'all. So she gonna sit out there on Instagram and ask mofos to donate gifts to her sister. Hey, her sister. Why would we give anything to your sister? Your sister hasn't, we don't know your damn sister. We barely know you, and you damn sure don't know Azan. So why the hell would we give money to your sister? And what would make you even think that you have a right to ask the TLC family, the 90 Day Fiance fans and fanatics, what would make you think you got the right to ask us to give something to your damn sister for her wedding? We don't know that bitch. Make that make sense, Nicole. Make that make sense. Okay. The last couple that I want to talk about, y'all, is Larissa and Colty. Larissa turned up. Larissa was sitting out there on the curb. The producers was like, Larissa, what you thinking? She said to both of them, they deserve each other. But I'm going up ahead. I'm about to turn the hell up. I'm going for broke up in this. Larissa comes in the door. She halfway in the door. She was like, Fatty Piggy. You fat piggy. You fat nasty piggy. I sit around here and I clean your pigsty all the time, Colty. Why do you think that this house looks the way that it does, you fat piggy, you big, nasty, fat piggy, fat, oink, oink, fat, inky, oink, 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 oink. Mm-hmm. So Colty like, go ahead on. Say what you gotta say, Larissa. Why you being so mad? Why you so mad? I'm just saying, Colty, you know, I need respect. He said, do you respect me? You respect me, Larissa? She said, all you get to do is go and tell your mother, Colty, that you need to respect and you respect me, Colty. Colty said, okay. She said, you so fat, you so nasty, Colty. Colty said, you throwing them little slurs, all right? He said, Larissa, I don't care. Okay. I don't love you, Larissa. Okay. Larissa, you dried up. Okay. Larissa, your coochie smell like fish. Okay. Larissa, I'm going to divorce you. Oh. Oh. You threaten me now, Colty. Yeah. He let you know. I'm divorcing you. Larissa got up out that house, walked up out that door, and was like, Colty, go and your mother. I thought that was disgusting, even though we think it, okay? We all think it. But for her to say that to him and walk up out that door like that, I would have dragged her by the back of the collar of her shirt and beat her down. Oh, my goodness. Just bringing back memories. I would have dragged Larissa folk. Every TLC camera would have been broken. Everything in the house would have been torn down for you to say something like that disgusting. Even if you think it, don't you ever say that and think you're going to walk safely across a threshold and then walk safely back over it. We already know that Colty had already turned up the bottle, okay, of Jim Beam or E&J or whatever the hell it was. We already know he turned that up to his head right after he got home from work. He said, I ain't even been home from work good. You've been insulting me since I've been through the door, Larissa. Larissa called him every kind of MFB, nasty, fat, nasty, black. She was like, you just a fat loser, boy. You ain't got nothing. You ain't gonna be nothing. Your mother ain't gonna never be nothing. Colty, I don't care nothing about you. Colty was done. He said, Larissa, I'm divorcing you. I don't give a damn anymore. So, she goes out the door and everything. And next thing we know, we see Colty packing that bitch's boxes. Not bags, boxes. He up in the room, him and Larissa that got arrested for the third time. Colty said him and Larissa was going for it. And Debbie was asleep. She woke up. This must have been the night when they was fighting and scrumping and scratching and all that kind of stuff. And Debbie probably saw that little one speck of blood dripping out of Colty's mouth and lost her mofo mind. Debbie called the damn police on Colty's ass. And next thing you know, Larissa was locked the hell up. And Colty said, damn it, that's it. I'm packing all her stuff up. I'm putting everything that she owned in a box. Okay, to the left, everything you own in a box to the left. Okay? Larissa's ass is back in jail, and Debbie with her got her famous pink sweater on with limp balls hanging off that bitch so big it looked like pom-poms. But okay, we ain't even gonna talk about the sweater. So Debbie is Debbie is standing in the room and everything, and she's like, Colty, you all right? So Colty was like, this woman tried to destroy me. I'm done with her. Now Colty's at the, I'm done! Okay, Colty's there. And so, Debbie is, she's feeling guilty about it. And Colty's like, this woman tried to destroy me. She tried to take everything from me. She wanted to destroy me. He said, I spent thousands of dollars on this woman, okay? And then she is not the woman I met in Mexico. I bailed her ass out of jail twice, even though you the one that, okay. I bailed her out of jail twice. I paid all this money for her to come over here. He said every time I saw this bitch, she was nickeling and diming me. $50 for this, $10 for this, $20 for that. He said, I'm not made out of money. Well, we know that. But, he said he ain't made out of money. And damn it, she was just trying to take him to the bank and break him down. And Debbie got to crying. And that's right. Who said that? Yes, MK, I'm going to ask for the night. Where the hell is Carmen? Where's Carmen in all this? Carmen was on that interview talking big talking about how Larissa was going to be pouring out Debbie's liquor and all this kind of stuff. Where is it all at? Carmen told me, when we was going through the GoFundMe stuff with Larissa and everything, and me and Larissa fell out because me and Larissa, we really liked each other till I found out she was doing some shady bullshit with the GoFundMe allegedly. And Carmen in the interview was talking big how Larissa did this and Larissa did that to Debbie, and we was going to see this, and I was going to be begging Larissa's ass to have an interview after the thing. I need to be grateful. I need to pick a mofo side, damn it, and the side that I needed to pick was hers, the goddamn Larissa's. It was, auntie, Where's Carmen? I ain't seen Carmen show her ass up yet. Where's Carmen? Where is Carmen? She ain't showed up to the rescue yet. Shoddy, shady ass Carmen and Larissa running games on this mofo. Allegedly. See, was this thing was supposed to have a different result? Well, no, I'm going to save that. Cause I got a feeling that when the reunion girl shows up, I'm gonna save that little bit of tea. But where the hell is Charmin? Carmen? So Larissa's locked up. Debbie's blaming herself. And she's like, the worst thing that a mother want to see is her child being abused mentally and emotionally. And Debbie... Colty like, ma, 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 ma. She like, I said TLC. It sounds like that song that you... I can't with these. You're gonna resent me. You're gonna hate me. Tia, please come out. You're gonna hate me, Goldie. Oh, God. I gotta try to breathe all that. She was like, I hate Larissa. I don't want them to be together. She destroyed my son. Damn it, I gotta get a tear to come out. Goldie, you gonna resent me? No, Mama. I love you, Mama. That joy was worse than a telenovela. I love you, Mama. I'll always be here for you. Let's just go ahead. Let me kiss you on your forehead, Mama. I was looking at that joint like this. I didn't know what to expect. I don't know how y'all felt, but I was like... They was bumping foreheads and... Mama Debbie said, I really do believe he gonna blame me. She said their relationship probably would have been different had I moved. Duh. It probably would have been. Mama Debbie, you never gave this relationship a chance. You didn't like Larissa from the first day she came in there and didn't eat your portrait. Or portrait, or whatever you call it. Oatmeal. Your stew, whatever you had. You ain't like her from day one. You never gave the girl a fighting chance. You started and you instigated little stuff. Ain't no way in the world you gonna tell me, no, Larissa ain't perfect. Come on, we all know Larissa ain't perfect. Well, Mama Debbie, you know you was in there poking the bear. Y'all knew what her points was. Y'all was poking the bear. You and your son. And then your son sit there all cool, calm, and collective and act like he ain't did a damn thing. Come on now, Mama Debbie. Come on now. Colty said, and guess what? Right before she went to jail, I went and applied for her adjustment of status. So she gonna be applying for a green card. Ain't that a mother for you? And in the meantime and in between time, Larissa shows up at the mofo reunion with a full-fledged boyfriend. Now, for all of you all who haven't seen the interview with Carmen, y'all need to go back and look at that. For all of y'all that didn't see the review that I did on Carmen and Larissa, you need to go back and listen to that. And then there was a video that I did shortly thereafter talking about the GoFundMe. And there were some questions that I asked about a certain person or a certain flick of the... Go back and look at it when in your spare time. And then when we talk after this reunion, we're going to see why Carmen wanted me to pick a side. Allegedly. No, that ain't even allegedly. It's in writing. She wanted me to pick a side. Why? You got something you want to hide? Is it going to come out now? What's the time span? Who was the man? See, because I asked them during that interview, who was that man? Colty. See, he gonna do whatever he gotta do in order to have Larissa deported. Because he's bitter, mad, and that bitch wants a refund. But guess what? Larissa's over here, and the latest thing on Instagram is she just got some kind of butt lift. And she got that ass all the way out. Like she is showing everything on the gram. Do you hear me? Everything on the gram. Okay. Colty and Debbie are a team. Allegedly, and in my opinion, they tag teamed on Larissa. Larissa's in jail again. And now she's facing the real possibility of being deported. Colty said that Larissa called him multiple times, calling and screaming and crying and saying that she needed his help. And Colty was like, I ain't helping her. I want her deported up out of here. I done bailed her out twice. She came up in here, called me a fat piggy, told me that I was a loser to my face, said everything about me except for I was a son of the Most High God. And you know what? She got my mother in here now trying to squeeze out a tear about her being deported and about this relationship being over. Debbie said, I want that skank hoe out my son's life, and I don't ever. She said that Colty lost his self-esteem. He didn't even know who the hell he was. Colty ain't never known who he was. You can tell that by the way he dressed, the way he carried himself. You can tell that by, not wearing something to flatten down them breasts. I mean, it's a lot of stuff going on with Colty. Colty, he never seemed like he was a secure man. Never. And he lives at home with his mother voluntarily. Not because his mother is sick. He just lived at home with his mother because that's all his ass ever did. Like, so who the hell wants Colty? But somebody that's coming over here for a damn green card. Kim Gill, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. You are hilarious, auntie. Thank you. And the last couple we're going to talk about is Ashley and Jay. Now, y'all remember all of that drama that she went through, calling the police on him and doing all kinds of little dumb stuff? Well, guess what? She ends up getting sick with lupus. She told Jay, if you don't sign the divorce papers, I'm not gonna help you get a flight, money, food, and all that kind of stuff to see your family in Miami. So Jay begrudgingly signs the divorce decree. She sends his ass to Miami, and then all of a sudden she gets sick with lupus. Now I'm just saying, lupus. Okay. Ooh. So now all of a sudden she's sick with lupus. She says allegedly her friends must have called Jay and told Jay how sick she was. So Jay flies his ass back from, wherever he was in Miami or wherever he was, down the street, around the corner on the Skoda patch. And he comes back and he's taking care of Ashley. Now we saw Ashley last episode, get the little divorce papers and all that. We saw her sit with the lawyer, and she was like, "I want a quick one. I want a quick lawyer, quick divorce." And so the lawyer was like, had glee in her eyes. And so, Jay comes back. We see Jay at her bedside, basically sitting in the bed, waiting on this bitch hand and foot. And he's begging her to take him back because at the end of the day, she said last week that Jay was just here for the green card. So evidently she knows exactly what Jay wants. But, because Jay is over there half taking care of her, she's happy as hell that Jay is here. So, so she's like, Jay, just because you say you're sorry and just because you've been up here waiting on me hand and foot, it doesn't mean that we back together. Jay was like, whatever. I ain't having sex, son, for nothing. The next thing we see is Jay and Ashley. The same Ashley that said she would never be back with Jay. Walking up into that same attorney's office. When they came up in there, the woman act like she saw a damn ghost. She almost passed the hell out. She said, now I told that damn woman that I could only represent one or the other. And I represent her. I done found this bitch's divorce papers. And now she's sitting up in here with this man. What the hell is this about? I mean, Ashley, what's up? I mean, what? Like, what the hell you doing in here with him? Well, I'm a dummy, and although he has cheated on me multiple times, he's been swiping left and swiping right. And the other day I came in to file divorce papers. I now want to withdraw them because I was sick with lupus. And he came here to take care of me. And so so Jay was like, yeah, that's how big that sucker is. I got that kind of ween that'll make you withdraw divorce papers. I may be young, but I'm ready. Jay said, I got that weenus that will make you withdraw divorce papers, bitch. He was up in there like that. Do what you gotta do. Go ahead. Do what you gotta do. She was like, what? You sure you wanna do this? Jay was like, she's like, yeah, I'm sure. So basically, she withdraws the divorce papers. Jay said, I want Ashley to give me a first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 72, 89, 99 chance. Ashley said, it felt good to be taken care of. Girl, bye. I was in the hospital and now they're going to be scheduling another surgery for me. And I need Jay here to take care of me. And plus I have to file his status of adjustment papers. Those never got filed. So while she indicated that he was here only for the green card, this girl is unbelievable. She's saying how beat down, busted, and disgusted she is. She's saying how she won't take him back. But the first thing she did was took him back. She said that she wanted to file his adjustment of status and that she was worried about ICE coming to get him. When we have heard Ashley talk about Jay being deported week after week after week after week. She knew what the penalties was. She knew what the possibilities was. She knew all of that. She still didn't file. Even though she sat up in that lawyer's face and her face was looking like I am making the worst decision of my life. She did it. She did it. And now we see her with lupus, drinking, partying, all on social media. If my girlfriend even thought about having a drink with her lupus, she'd be sitting in a hospital with all of us at her bedside again, caring for her. But she can drink and party like that with lupus. But she took Jay back. Jay was gloating. Jay straight up used his heavy sack to get what he needed. Whether or not it was worth it to his ass or not, I don't know. Don't seem like it was. Don't seem like it was. You know, I gotta back up off that and talk about that at another time. I've uploaded all my screenshots from Instagram, and I'm about ready to go ahead on and talk about this. I'm about to walk out on a limb and talk about it. Because at this point, enough is enough. We remember, all of us who were on Instagram, when we saw the divorce papers and that the divorce papers was pulled back. We all remember all of that. And now we're seeing it play out on television. We remember all that. And yet and still, Ashley continued to say, it ain't real. We're acting. We get paid to lie. Well, seems like some of the stuff, that ratchet stuff that was going on, was the truth after all. You were really miserable. You were broke down, busted, and disgusted, and your man could not be trusted. But you was telling America on social media, we pay, we acting, it's just fake. Okay. 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 Jay says he flew back from Miami because that's what a man do when he loves somebody. Bitch, you too young to know about love. Because love don't make you. Love doesn't make you screw in a bathroom, barbershop bathroom. That's not love. Love doesn't make you 3 days, okay, after being married to somebody, swipe left and right on Tinder. Love doesn't make you tattoo women and then do something else with them afterwards. That's not love. Love does not expose, but love covers a multitude of sin. That's what love does. It's not easily provoked. It's not angry. And it sure doesn't play on Instagram, make up lies, allegedly deceive the TLC family and the 90-day fiance fans and fanatics. That ain't love. And while I sympathize with where that mofo is, okay, I still know that mofo was wrong. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't need nobody to check me in the comment sections about how I feel about this. I know damn well that Jay was wrong to do what he did. And they both were wrong to do what they did. And I think the thing that agitates us, which should bring us together, is that we all appear to have been deceived. We didn't know what the hell was a truth from the goddamn lie. And I said got for everybody that wanted to check me on that too. None of us knew what the truth was. And none of us knew what the lie was. All that we could do was ride on our mofo instincts. That was it. And a little girl named Natalie that was riding around on a mofo scooter. That's all we could do, because we couldn't decipher what the hell it was. Okay? We didn't know what was going on. But now we see. Now we see. So tomorrow I got time for all of my my family that's on the other coast. We're gonna talk about some things. Cause I think I'm gone past an hour, and I hate when I do that. But anyway, I thank you all so much for being here. Cause if you're across the pond, we're gonna be talking early in the morning. And we're going to discuss some things that's been going on Instagram, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, Instagram been hot. It done cooled off lately, but it's been hot. And if you're looking for me to talk about a certain person, a certain blogger, I won't be doing that. I will not be doing that. But I will be talking about Rain, Ashley, and Jay. I've had enough time to think about whether or not this is something that I want to do. And having seen tonight's episode, I've made my mind up that yes, this is something that Auntie wants to do. I will step up to the challenge. And we're going to talk about it. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you to everybody who has super chatted. Sorry that this wasn't one of them grins and giggles type of reviews and everything, but we're going to get back to them days. Y'all know we do. But sometimes it takes a more of a serious, a serious turn. And tonight's episode took more of a serious turn because what TLC decided to do was dump all the breakups on us in one little episode. So next week, y'all, is going to be the tell-all part 1, and then it has a tell-all part 2, and we're going to be able to see what these crazy mofos really was going through. We're going to be able to see what was the truth versus what was a lie, and we still going to probably be wondering at the end of the show, what's the truth, damn it, and what's a lie. But I can tell you what, TLC has all of us on the edge of our seats, and we are going to be waiting for the reunion. Thank you to everybody who sends me clips, videos, snapshot, receipts, and some more stuff about what is going on Instagram. Don't ever think that you are getting on my nerve when you send me that information. I love, love, love that information. Now, for all of those individuals who are unable to super chat me, who have been in my inbox and was like, Auntie, how do I cash app you? My cash app is $A, capital AUNTEA, okay? Capital ADVICE, Auntie Advice, okay? So, I ain't trying to hide it from y'all. I'm not trying to push it up underneath a rug. That is my cash app. Again, thank you so much for everybody who super chatted me. Thank you for everybody who took the time to be here tonight. Thank you so much, Boo, for the $2 super chat. What's your name, Bookie? Thank you, Michelle M. Thank you, Auntie. You're so welcome. I love you all to pieces. Thank you very much to my moderators who have been here with me, Miss Josie and Miss oh my goodness, why am I drawing a break? Why am I drawing Mary? It's time to go to bed. I love you all so much. Y'all have a great night. And I'm going to see y'all tomorrow while we talk about the gram. Mwah. Love y'all.